Today I want to talk about the finishes that we do here at Hudson Lighting. And in particular, I want to talk about how they last and how they weather over time. In the cases of the powder coat finishes that we do, for instance, this one is black, this will be the same 10 years on. And if it needs to be redone, we can just respray it. It's pretty simple. That's the same for our NATO green, our bronze, which is RAL 8040, and our Corten. Now, a lot of people think that our Corten is actually using Corten steel. It's not Corten steel. We use a powder coat because if we used Corten steel, what would happen is the parts would actually be rusted together and we'd never be able to replace any single part on the light fitting itself. We have also our solid metal finishes. We've got our brass, our bronze, and our copper. Now these finishes will actually change very quickly. Within about 6 months or so, they won't look anywhere near the same. Brass, which starts off very gold looking and very bling, turns into a more subtle brown with some hues of blue, and those hues of blue get better over time. Copper really depends on where it's located in the country and whether you're close to the seaside or not. The closer you are to the sea, the more green we'll actually see this go, but otherwise it will go generally quite brown. And bronze will only dull down brown. It won't change terribly much. It will just be more of a grey brown, just not so yellow. So here we've got the CNC machining going on. So we're starting off with a 35mm piece of brass and we're machining out the hexagon shape for our sample cells. Now we use these and we make up a beautiful sample case that we can send out so that when, say, garden designers are putting together a scheme, they'd like to put together pieces of gravel and paving and everything else, they can put together our samples along with that, and it gives someone something quite tactile to hold and feel. And brass has got a beautiful weight to it. Next, we take that part and we put it through our vibratory tumbler to soften all of the edges and to give it kind of a patterned finish so that it's ready to patina later on. For the aluminium parts, here's me actually powder coating those. So I'm doing the different finishes here and you can see me putting that together, and it's sprayed on as a dry powder. And then afterwards it's baked in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes depending on which powder coat it actually is at 200 degrees C. For the solid metals, what we're trying to do is we're using vinegar and water and a bit of compressed air, and we're trying to force the change of the parts so that we can see that patinaing that would normally happen in about 6 months happen a lot quicker. And this is the result that we have right now. If we leave that for another couple of weeks, we'll see that turn even more and it'll be even a better, spectacular result. Now we also manufacture some parts in stainless steel, although not many. We actually only do our halo now. That's the halo disc from stainless steel. That tends not to change too much over its lifetime. It will just dull slightly and we'll need possibly some soap and water just to keep it clean, pristine and premium. So of all the materials, the most expensive we have here is copper. Then second to that is bronze. Then it's brass. Then it's stainless steel, and then finally it's all the aluminium. One thing to be really aware of with stainless steel is that there are several different grades of stainless steel. The ones that we generally talk about within lighting is 316, 304 and 303. 316 is the grade that you really want. That's marine grade, and that generally won't rust for the most part, but 303 and 304 definitely will rust and will rust quite quickly. So try not to pick stainless steel lights with those particular grades if you can avoid it. If you have any more questions about finishes, please drop them in the comments below and I'll catch you on the next video.